Preparation before each hour. O my Lord Jesus Christ, prostrate in your divine presence, I implore your most loving heart to admit me to the sorrowful meditation of the 24 hours in which for love of us you wanted to suffer so much, in your adorable body and in your most holy soul, unto death on the cross. Oh please, give me help, grace, love, deep compassion and understanding of your sufferings, as I now meditate the 13th hour. And for those which I cannot meditate, I offer you my will to meditate them, and I willingly intend to meditate them in all the hours in which I have to apply myself to my duties, or sleep. Accept, O merciful Lord, my loving intention, and let it be beneficial for me and for all, as if I effectively and in a saintly way accomplished what I wish to practice. Meanwhile, I give you thanks, O my Jesus, for calling me to union with you by means of prayer. And to please you more, I take your thoughts, your tongue, your heart, and with this I intend to pray, fusing all of myself in your will and in your love. And stretching out my arms to hug you, I place my head on your heart, and I begin. Jesus, my prisoner of love, I have awakened, but I cannot find you. With loving sighs my heart beats so heavily. Tell me, where are you? Angel of mine, lead me to the house of Caiaphas. And I look all around, time and again, and search everywhere, but Jesus, I do not find you. My love, hurry. With your hands move the chains with which you keep my heart bound to yours and draw me to yourself, so that I may take my flight and throw myself into your arms. And you, Jesus, my love, wounded by my voice and desiring my company, draw me toward you. I now see that they have placed you in prison. My heart exults with joy in finding you, but is wounded with sorrow in seeing you reduced to such an agonizing state. Your hands are tied behind you to a column and your feet are tightly bound. Your most sacred face is bruised, swollen and bleeding from the horrible slaps you received. Your most pure eyes are black and blue, your pupils are tired and afflicted from the night's vigil, your hair is completely disheveled. Your most sacred person crushed and you cannot even move a muscle to clean the blood from your face, as you are bound. And I, dear Jesus, with sobs and clinging to your feet, say, Alas, Jesus, they have reduced you to such a sorrowful state. And Jesus, looking at me, answers,
O my child, come and listen closely to everything you see me do, so that you may cooperate in everything I do and allow me to continue my life in you.
To my amazement, I now see that instead of occupying yourself with your pains, with indescribable love you think about glorifying your Father to requite him for all that we owe him. You call all souls around you to take all of their evils upon yourself and give them all the blessings you possess. Since the day is dawning, I hear your most sweet voice say,
Holy Father, I give you thanks for all I have suffered and for all that is left for me to suffer. Just as this dawn calls the day and the day makes the sun rise, so may the dawn of grace arise in all hearts. As the daylight rises, may I, the divine Son, arise in all hearts and reign in them. O Father, do you see these souls? I want to answer you on their behalf, for their thoughts, words, works and steps, even at the cost of my own blood and death.
O my Jesus, fathomless love, I unite myself to you and I too, thank you, for all that you have made me suffer and for all that is left for me to suffer. And I beg you to make the dawn of grace arise within all hearts, so that you, the divine Son, may rise again in all hearts and reign in them. But I also see, my sweet Jesus, that you make reparation for all the first thoughts, affections, and words at the rising of the day that are not offered to your honor. And you call to yourself, as a pledge, the thoughts, affections, and words of souls in order to make reparation for them and give to the Father the glory they owe him. O my Jesus, divine Master, since you and I have 1 hour to ourselves in this prison and we are alone, not only do I want to do what you are doing, but I wish to first clean you, fix your hair and then fuse myself completely in you. So I draw near your most sacred head and in rearranging your hair, I offer reparation for the many minds that are distraught, cluttered with earthly things and that fail to offer you the slightest thought. Fusing myself in your mind, I reunite all the thoughts of souls within you, the many stifled interior lights and inspirations. And I fuse them in your thoughts where I may discover sufficient reparation for all evil thoughts. I bind as one all thoughts with yours and offer you true reparation and perfect glory. My afflicted Jesus, I kiss your eyes, sad and filled with tears. Having your hands bound to the column, you cannot dry them nor remove the spittle with which they have sullied you. And since the position in which they bound you is so excruciating, you cannot close your tired eyes to rest. My love, I gladly offer you my arms as a bed to give you rest. I therefore dry your eyes, ask for your forgiveness and offer reparation for all the times we have not had the aim of pleasing you, of looking at you to see what you desire of us, what you would like us to do and what path you would like us to follow. I fuse my eyes in your eyes and in those of all souls, and with your own eyes I offer reparation for all the evil we have done with our sight. My compassionate Jesus, I kiss your most sacred ears, tired from the insults of the whole night and, much more so, from the echo of all the offences of souls that resounds in your ears. I ask for your forgiveness, and I offer reparation for all the times when you called out to us, but we have either chosen to be deaf to your voice or pretended not to hear you. And you, my weary and good Jesus, have repeated your calls to us, but in vain. I fuse my ears in yours and that of all souls to offer you continuous and complete reparation. Beloved Jesus, I adore and kiss your most sacred face, all bruised from the violent slaps. I ask for forgiveness and I offer reparation for all the times you have called us to offer reparation, while we have instead joined your enemies and have given you slaps and spittle. Beloved Jesus, I want to fuse my face in yours to restore your natural beauty and offer you full reparation for all the contempt you receive in your adorable majesty. My embittered good Jesus, I kiss your most sweet mouth, wounded by blows and parched with love. I fuse my tongue in your tongue and in the tongues of all souls, and with your own tongue I offer reparation for all sins and evil conversations. My thirsty Jesus, I wish to unite all voices to yours as one, so that when we are about to offend you, your voice may flow in that of all souls to stifle the voices of sin and turn them into voices of praise and love. Enchained Jesus, I kiss your neck, oppressed with heavy chains and ropes that, running from your chest to the back of your shoulders and passing through your arms, keep you bound ever so tightly to the column. Your hands are already swollen and blackened from the tight pressure of the knots, so much so that from various parts blood flows forth. Oh please, allow me to release you, my bound Jesus. If you love to be bound, allow me to bind you with the sweet chains of love which, instead of making you suffer, shall comfort you. And as I release you from these fetters, I fuse myself in your neck, in your chest, in your shoulders, in your hands and in your feet to offer reparation with you for all attachments and, in their place, offer you all the chains of your love. By this means, I will be able to offer reparation with you for the insipidness of all souls and fill the hearts of all with your fire that already fills you to the point where you can no longer contain it. I fuse myself in your hands to offer reparation for all evil works, for good works that are done badly and with presumptuousness, and to convey to all the fragrance of your works. I fuse myself in your feet, to block all the steps of souls, and I offer reparation for them to convey to all of them your steps so that their steps may be directed toward performing holy works. Finally, my sweet life, as I fuse myself in your heart, allow me to enclose all the affections, heartbeats, and desires of souls, whereby I may offer along with you reparation on their behalf, and infuse in everyone your affections, heartbeats, and desires so that no one may offend you ever again. But I hear the creaking noise of a key. Your enemies are now coming to take you out of prison, and I tremble, Jesus, I feel my blood run cold. You will again be in the hands of your enemies. What will happen to you? I also seem to hear the creaking of the keys of tabernacles. How many desecrating hands come to open them and maybe even make you descend into sacrilegious hearts? Into how many unworthy hands are you compelled to find yourself? Jesus, my prisoner, I wish to be with you in all your prisons of love, and with you when ministers release you so as to keep you company and offer reparation for the offences you receive. I see that your enemies are near, while you greet the rising sun on this last day on earth. As they release you, in seeing you with a completely majestic aura and looking at them with so much love, they in turn unload onto your face slaps that are so violent that it becomes red with your most precious blood. Jesus, my love, before leaving this prison, in my sorrow I ask for your blessing to obtain the strength to follow you for the rest of your passion. Reflections and practices.
In prison, tied to a pillar and immobilized, Jesus is smeared with spittle and mud. He looks for our soul to keep him company. And are we happy to be alone with Jesus, or do we look for the company of creatures? Is Jesus alone our only breath and our only heartbeat? In order to make us become like him, beloved Jesus binds our souls with aridity, oppressions, sufferings, and with other kinds of mortification. Are we happy to be bound by Jesus in that prison in which his love places us, that is, in obscurity, oppressions and the like? Jesus is in prison. Do we feel the firmness and promptness to imprison ourselves within Jesus for love of him? Afflicted Jesus longed for our soul in order to be untied and sustained in the painful position in which he found himself. Do we long for Jesus alone to come and keep us company, to free us from the chains of every passion and to bind us with the stronger chains of his heart? Do we offer up our suffering as a cortege around suffering Jesus in order to remove from him the spittle and mud that sinners offer him? Jesus prays in prison. Is our prayer constant with that of Jesus? My enchained Jesus, you became a prisoner for love of me, and I beseech you to imprison my mind, my tongue, my heart, and my entire being within you, so that I may have no freedom and you may have absolute lordship over me.
Thanksgiving after each hour. My lovable Jesus, you have called me in this hour of your passion to keep you company, and I have come. I seem to hear you praying, repairing, and suffering, in anguish and sorrow, pleading for the salvation of souls, in the most touching and eloquent voices. I tried to follow you in everything, and now, having to leave you for my usual occupations, I feel the duty to say to you, thank you and I bless you. Yes, O Jesus, I repeat to you thank you thousands and thousands of times, and I bless you for all that you have done and suffered for me and for all. Thank you and I bless you for every drop of blood you shed, for every breath, for every heartbeat, for every step, word, glance, bitterness, and offense which you endured. In everything, O my Jesus, I intend to seal you with a thank you and an I bless you. Please, O Jesus, let my whole being send you a continuous flow of thanks and blessings, so as to draw upon me and upon everyone the flow of your blessings and thanks. Please, O Jesus, press me to your heart, and with your most holy hand seal every particle of my being with your I bless you, so that nothing other than a continuous hymn to you may come from me.